Archbishop of Radio is back.
DJ Sbu Live with DJ Sbu, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m.
Thank you for visiting us in the midst of what's going on in the country.
Absolutely. We're the hand sanitizers, eh?
Yeah. But how about you?
Indeed.
The president said we must elbow each other, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about the song. Is it the Patu Sheds?
The Patu Sheds.
What does that mean?
It means blessings.
Oh, blessings. That's my name.
Yeah.
Oh, Sbu Siso.
Exactly.
Oh.
But it's the plural, so many blessings.
Many blessings.
Izibusiso, yes.
I get you.
That's the one.
I mean, what introduced you to the music, my brother?
Well, I grew up in church, and so since age 13, I've been in the church choir, and I never looked back. So I think it's been a thing in the family as well. My mom was singing in the same choir.
Yeah.
In church, there were two choirs. There was an a cappella choir, and there was a contemporary, mass choir, which did like more American music. So
yeah.
So she was singing soprano there. So I mean, at home we used to sing, church used to sing. So it had to eventually catch me at some point.
To you.
Yeah,
it's quite incredible because I'm brand new. I'm one of your new fans. I did not know about your work.
Yeah,
and as I'm reading your profile as well, I can see you're an award recipient already.
Yeah.
I can imagine also because music does not make money immediately. I mean, in terms of you knowing that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, and having to pursue a professional career. What was your story? Did you go graduate, get a job? Do you do this part-time, or is music full-time?
Yeah, so music is part-time for me. So it's my passion. It's my calling, I think also. It was very hard, by the way. Kind of trying to get my life, to work career-wise, profession-wise, but also, not losing the music. So you'll find that in varsity, I was like singing in 3 bands.
Oh, wow. You were very involved. Yeah.
Very involved.
Yeah.
On campus, but at the same time studying, understanding that, music isn't going to pay bills as I would like for it to do.
Yeah.
Necessarily. And I think for me also, I don't want to do music as a form of income such that it takes out the ministry and the passion out, of it. So hence for me it was important to go study. So I went to Wits, did a BSc industrial. I was supposed to be a doctor, by the way, but anyway, change of plans.
Yeah.
Did industrial psychology, did my postgrad, went to work, did my masters, continued to work. Eventually then, in church, someone was like, but when are you're what a bless I'm getting, but is this all that's what else from here?
Music.
I mean, I'd never really looked at it that way, because for me, serving in church was kind of epitome for me. I was happy, impact people on a Sunday, go back home, go work during the week. It was easy, not challenging, but starting on the professional music journey was quite a wake-up call.
Yeah. And then was this your first project?
Very first project.
Okay. And then how did it happen, your first project?
Well, everything is self-funded and self-produced. And
I know, because music is expensive, bro.
It is very expensive. And you
have to keep funding it until it makes money.
You have to keep on funding it. And to get it to work, really, you have to spend money. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Yeah. You need to have a marketing strategy, PR. And you need to pay, good money for all of those things. Make sure that the production is good, So, all self-funded. And I just decided. So 2015 was when I actually launched professionally.
Okay.
I did a show at the World of Yamaha, my very first show.
Yeah.
It was live and very, very good reception. I mean, I didn't even think anybody was going to come, because I'm just like... First one, I was really shocked. It was full. It was a nice, small, intimate venue. And everybody was like, okay, so... do the things now, You showed us that you can do this. So, so after that, I released a single. the one that won the award.
Yeah.
And then from there, I thought, okay, full album is the next thing on the card. So let's do a full album and let's see where it goes.
Yeah. And then how has the journey been with the full album?
It's been, wow. It's been. I think I've been very persistent to enter the award, the album into awards, because I spent so much. You know what? I need to get this out as much as I can to as many platforms that I can. I know it opens doors and it sort of raises recognition in the industry. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it says to people, "Kemang oh." Yeah, you know? Absolutely. Yeah. So I was quite persistent and quite stubborn around. It's the first album. I mean, everybody's like, "Why are you going to enter it?" I'm like, because I spent so much money, and I think there's a message and I'm talented, there, that needs to be taken out. And what better way to get recognition, but also awareness than being part of awards and getting exposure for your music to more people. So it's been a challenging journey nonetheless. It's like you said, it's expensive. You still need to go have a route to market strategy. Digital social media can be a little bit deceptive sometimes. Not a little bit, it is deceptive. and what I've seen is a lot of people think South Africa is on social media. No. It's not even 5% of South Africans that are on social media. Not even. Quite funny enough, actually. It gives you a bit of an idea, but it's not what's going on out there. Yeah, it's a nice dipstick into kind of what people are listening to. But I found that actually a lot of my hard... Sorry, I have to cough. I don't want to be giving anyone coronavirus. Wow, this is real. Sorry, guys, I had to go and cough. Sorry, hey, thank you. You never know these days, eh? The next thing ke go tlola mo na ile go interview na ile irang kwa o bule le corona. Hey boss Sbu, ngar ke bona mauledi wa gawa. My goodness, na ya kae le interview ai ngere ntse re bona rasho wa sa dule kontle. I know my mom speaks like that. Mama ile re no yetsa na kae. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's fine. I had to quickly go and cough. Hey, well, thanks for being responsible. Last week le khole le letsana ga mo lifting ya go gymming. Yeah, I la khotlo. There's that thing around man ke le kho. Ai margat kanga tole gare ai. Lona la te. Gare maybe you never know. You never know, eh? Can't be too careful. Yeah. Sorry, by the way, in case you've just tuned in, welcome to Massiv Metro and the voice of Tembisa. We're having a conversation with Ronnie. Let's take a bit of a music break and get into Lord I Love You featuring Ronnie M. Ronnie is in studio. I thank you. You alone are faithful. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'm not afraid of all evil. It shall not come down me. Your rod and your staff, they do comfort me. And I'll dwell in your house forever. Welcome to Massiv Metro on the voice of Tembisa 87.6 FM. Sicela ukubingelela mlaleli kumsombuluko namhlanje sihleli naye uRonnie L Mulaudzi. He's a gospel art. Would you like to be referred to as a gospel artist or just a musician? Because abantu they're like, no, I'm a musician, don't box me. It makes no difference for me. Doesn't matter, right? Nah. And we're just talking about how expensive music. Before we get into that conversation, let's talk about the song Lord I Love You. Tell me about Ronnie M and the song. So Ronnie is a good friend of mine. I've known him for about 15 years. He's of course been on Joyous, and many other big platforms like that. But we'd never done anything together. So I was like, dude, man, we need to do something. And so I gave him the song. This is the very first song that I ever wrote in my life. Wow. Is this the first song you ever wrote? First song I ever wrote. My goodness. Yeah, I didn't even know I could write songs, by the way. And I'm glad it says Lord I Love You. Yeah. Yeah, but so this is the second take of this song. The first one it's got a very, very strong R&B feel to it. If you go on iTunes, you'll hear. So this one we took it a little bit more to church than the original version. Yeah. So
Go ahead.
So hence it won the award for
the award.
Best Gospel R&B.
When I read your profile says R&B gospel. Is this how you think you sound, or is that how you think your people receive your music, as in an R&B sound?
Not even
type of gospel.
Yeah, not even. I don't even classify it as R&B, because if you listen to the album, there are different sounds that I think you'll find. I love languages, so there's Ndiye, which is Shona. From Zimbabwe. It's a very traditional song originally, but we've made it a little bit more contemporary, and it sounds a little bit more Western, so maybe R&B.
Yeah.
And then we've got Mbiru Yanga, which is a Venda song, which I also wrote, which is very much, I would say, pop, African Afro pop sounding, Afro soul sounding, so there's a lot that you can find there. So I think for me, I just write as how I feel, and whatever it comes out sounding like.
I like that.
Is
But then again, we're talking off air that it's not an easy thing to be working and financing music, because music can be very expensive.
Yeah.
Just the studio time all by itself in J.
Yeah.
And just the traveling and just the marketing or the team, or even just performances, having to pay your band.
Yeah.
That is very expensive. And
it is. Yeah.
You're doing that on your own. Are you an independent artist, or you signed somewhere?
I am completely independent.
Oh, you're independent?
Independent. So self-published, self-funded, self-produced, I guess. But I do work with my music producer, who then works with me on the music, and of course in this PR.
Yeah.
And because this is for the DVD Studio Live DVD recording, so I had Tabo Welcome do the production for the DVD as well. So that was quite a massive piece of work as well.
Would you jump into an opportunity to get signed by a major?
I would consider it. But I think it would, because
they'll give you the support,
Of course. Because I think for me, with this album and what I've been doing so far, I think I've proven to myself that I can do it. I think so too. I don't need to prove any more and spend any more than I actually have.
And you're an award-winning artist, yes.
Yes, actually. So 2 awards, for one.
It's not one award.
Year.
It's more than
Yeah. So I would look at it. I would look at an opportunity like that. But I think it would have to really be well negotiated. I think for me.
Okay.
I think I'd like to retain the creative independence. I would like to own my masters still. So I don't know I don't know how those things look like, But I'm in corporate, so I think I understand contracts quite well. So it would have to be a really good deal.
Ronnie L Mulaudzi, who's in studio with Sbu and Paul. Tell me about this collaboration as well.
Yeah, so these are my friends from church. So we serve together in the same church, Grace Bible Church, Longdale.
Yes.
So I thought, let me bring them on board. And
are you at Grace?
Yeah.
Which one? Soweto?
No, Longdale.
Oh, so Longdale.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So you're there every Sunday?
I'm there every Sunday.
Oh, okay. I must varashana you guys.
Please, varashana.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'd like to have you there.
And then you guys decided to do something together, and then you had it on your album, right?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So I think I'm very big on collaborations. I think there's only so much you can do alone as an artist. I think collaborating with others gives music a different texture, flavor. It makes it a lot more richer. So
Well, what gets you going when things are tough in your life, when you're going through challenges? Whether it's family or personal, I mean, I know Kintate Mudimu, but I mean, how? And the reason why I'm asking, because I do know we've got a lot of young people that are watching us, and a lot of the times when I interview people, I want you guys to share that you guys also go through those challenges, and I want you guys to share. I want you guys to share on how you overcome those challenges, because we all care about the young people of this country. It's important for them to hear. How do you guys deal with those challenges?
Yeah, it's tough, I suppose. I think life will teach you and humble you sometimes. I think often, because we live in an Instagram society, Facebook, we only post what is going well, right? I mean, I've never seen anyone posting with themselves crying or something, or I don't know. But usually we post the positive, the good parts of our lives. But life really can get tough. So as an example, I think during this album, I really went broke. like really broke. Not everybody would believe it because, you know, it looks like you've got, you know, everything together. The resources are there.
I know exactly.
You have a corporate job.
I'm broke now. And I'm like, who would believe me? Because my own mom doesn't believe me, bro.
Of course.
My mom was with me the whole weekend. She does not believe that I don't have money. My mom is
exactly.
like, hey,
I'll just need
do you know what I mean? And I get you, bro.
No, I mean, and then you happen to be in a corporate job where you're a chief operating officer. They're like, hi, whole COO doesn't have money. I'm like, yes, I don't have money, and I just spent $500 million on this project, you know, and counting. So I mean, there were times where, you know, I decided, okay, how do I get this album out, right? And, you know, I had to really, you know, steal from Peter to pay, get Paul, you know. So, you know, City of Joburg, rates and taxes, they were calling, hey, you owe us rates and taxes. And I'm thinking, I don't want them to close my lights or have to switch off my water or anything. So you go through those kind of phases, and all you have to do really is, I think, have a good support system and a structure around you. I had very good friends that can borrow you money sometimes, you know, and you can.
Hey, can they borrow me money, please? Hey, Ronnie's friends, I want to shoot a music video. Can I just borrow 100,000?
No, but I mean, it's I think it just helps when you've got people around you that will support your dream as well, you know, and stand with you when things are not going that well.
When days are dark,
So I think for me that was the toughest time in my life. And by the way, I think I'm from a village. I'm from Tsianda village. I'm a village boy. So growing up was very tough. We didn't have running water. You know, one would have to go with a wheelbarrow to go fetch water.
A lot of people don't believe you now when you tell that story.
I'm from a real village with a real river, real mountain. Like there's only one tar road going to town. That's the only tar road you ever get until you get to the N1.
People don't believe that. And look at where you are today. You're a vet graduate. You are an award-winning artist.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the future of your music.
Yeah.
Any more work? Have you started recording your next album, or what is the future looking like musically?
I have started writing. So last year I did my launch of this album, of the DVD. I did some new material there, so I'll be releasing some of that this year. Okay. Maybe two tracks this year, and but I think the future looks good. I'm looking forward to do another album. I will not do it live or anything like that. I think I'll take my time. And I don't even know if I'm going to do it all, you know, at one go. I might take a body of work and put it together.
Yeah,
I think that
body of work is important.
Yeah,
because I guess as artists we get judged by the body of work that we put out.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
And then any family? Do you have any kids? A wife?
I have two boys.
That's incredible, man. Congrats. How old are they?
7 and 5.
7 and 5.
Yeah, so
I understand why every cent counts. Because to pay for other things, it's like
listen,
baby,
school fees they're not joking. They're not laughing with you. When they want their school fees, they want the school fees.
Yeah.
And then there's extramural activities. I mean, life can be quite
tough. But you're blessed though. You got 2 boys.
2 boys. Kilondi and Rangani.
That is incredible, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're your best friends, eh?
They are. They're my biggest fans. I mean, those guys, when they see me on TV, they're like, on one gospel, they'll be like, Daddy, it's you. It's you. Daddy, are you famous? I'm like, no, I'm not.
That is so dope, man. And how is it being a father at the same time, obviously being a musician and having another job?
Sure, it's tough. I mean, there is no formula to balancing that act. You know, you just have to do the best that you can every day. I mean, I think I just enjoy the fact that I've got a supportive work environment. My boss is very supportive. So if I need to go fetch my kids from school, I will go and fetch my kids from school. I think last year there were times where, you know, the meeting will be going and I'd be like, I need to go fetch my kids now. It was a commitment I had made that I would fetch them from school and take them home. So I wasn't going to drop the ball on that one. So it helps, you know, to have that's why for me, having a support structure, either at work, in church, you know, family, friends, is really, really important for me. Yeah,
that's incredible, man. I'm really, really happy to meet you, my brother.
Thank you.
And I wish you a great, great journey as far as the music industry is concerned. Before I let you go, 2 more questions. Any collaborations you'd like to have locally? Who is that person? Which artist would you like to collaborate with on your upcoming work?
Wow, that's a great question. Dr. Dumi is a good...
Dr. Dumi is incredible.
Good person to think of.
You have to work with him. I would love to see
He's
you
a
guys
great
together.
songwriter.
Yeah.
But just also his heart, for the thing, for the ministry that he has, and for his fans and the people that, support him. I think that's incredible. I think we're very much aligned in terms of values there. I've had a collab with Ngobe Kombati, who's one of my biggest mentors, in the industry. So the next one I think would be Dr. Dumi.
All right.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I would like for you to look at that camera over there and speak to our audiences, the younger people. Younger people, you do know we all care about them.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that go on in the country, when we worry, especially when you start becoming a parent, you're always focusing on the younger people. They're going through the most. You and I can go through challenges, but then you can imagine a kid who's going through stuff. Maybe you know what I mean? We all come from different backgrounds. I would like for you to share some words of encouragement or wisdom to some of our listeners. You can look at them and speak to them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would like to say, life is not perfect. Life is challenging. It is challenging for all of us. Myself, I grew up in a village. Like I said, I was born and bred in a village. There was a point where I didn't even know a word in English, and now people listen to me and they're like, it sounds good now, but the backstory is there, grew up with no running water, but ultimately, I think when you're determined, when you plan and you're focused and you're persistent, things will be okay. And it doesn't look or sound like it might be, there might be some light at the end of the tunnel now, because things are so bad, or you feel like, your life isn't going anywhere. But eventually, if you persist and you allow people to help you, things will be okay.
His name is Ronnie L Mulaudzi. Thank you so much, my brother, for visiting us. May God bless your journey, and I'm looking forward to seeing you scoop more awards and seeing your star rise further and further.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the invite. It was great. It was fun actually being here.
It was great to have you, bruh.
Yeah.
Remember the name Ronnie Mulaudzi. Remember the name Ronnie Mulaudzi. Remember the name Ronnie Mulaudzi. Actually, it's Ronnie L. That's
Ronnie
his
L.
stage name.
Ronnie
Remember
L.
the name Ronnie L. Remember the name Ronnie L. What is his stage name?
Ronnie L.
This is Massiv Metro. Zihamba Phansi.